my intense devotion to Palestinian self-determination comes from this feeling that I haven't known myself because I'm too young, but being very, very connected to this feeling of knowing what it's like to be without rights, without self-determination, without the ability to protect oneself, as we're hearing from our Palestinian brethren. And I want to offer a little bit of a different point of view. We all agree that there is a disparity of power between Palestinians and Israelis. Of course, Israelis are more powerful in that horrible equation. Amira said before that violent events are affecting us, and of course they're affecting all of us in the region. And I think that we need to be very attuned to the fact that Israeli Jews are currently listening to what's happening worldwide, and the point of view that we're getting is anti-Semitism is on the rise. Everyone hates you. No one mentions, Muhammad mentioned the 133 still abducted Israeli citizens in Gaza, but no one talks about that. No one talks about, we start with October 7th, atrocities, something horrible happened, and that leads us into a conversation, but it stays, in that beginning of the conversation, and they feel unseen. We feel unseen, and it taps into our primordial existential anxieties of pogroms and horrible acts that have happened to Jews around the world when they didn't have self-determination, when they didn't have agency. Just this past Saturday, the night between Saturday and Sunday, what we felt, nothing happened with the exception of one 7-year-old girl, so we can move on, but we can't move on. All of this, it scars, it leaves scars tissue, by the way, on the entire population, Palestinian and Israeli Jewish alike in this region. And we have to face everyone's trauma, Palestinian and Israeli Jewish alike, when we're addressing these situations. Because if we take someone's trauma away or diminish it or not talk about it because they have more power, or they have more agency, or whatever it is, which, by the way, I agree with the disparity, but we're forcing these people who feel, I'm saying these people, I'm among them, but I don't feel that way because I am part of this camp and I have Palestinian friends and brethren, but we're forcing people to feel unheard. And when people feel unheard and unseen, what it forces them to do is yell louder instead of being able to kind of step back and see and kind of give away a little bit of this agency that they have because they see what they're doing to others. And I want to connect to what Anton said a few seconds ago about, now we can't ignore what's happening to Palestinians because we feel what that did to us, right? I want to share, I'll end with this, but I really do want to share something from this past Saturday. My 11-year-old daughter, with tears in her eyes, told me that she's scared because we were piling up food and water and a go bag. I was making calls to my family abroad to make sure that they come and save my children if that comes to it. And after October 7th, I couldn't honestly say much more than we're taking every precaution because I don't know that I can promise my daughter that what happened before won't happen again. And it's not because these people are animals, it's because they live under impossible conditions, but we're creating impossible conditions in a mirroring effect, right? We're all the product of these horrible, horrible, horrible violent experiences, etc. And I just want to elevate that as well. If we silence any traumatic experience or anxiety on any side, we're forcing people to just yell their anxieties louder. And if we want people to kind of forego some ground in favor of other people and everyone's human rights, which should be our guiding light, absolutely, we really need to also have that in the forefront of our mind and understand that Jews in 2024 are scared that their self-determination will be taken away from them, that anti-Semitism is on the rise everywhere, and that they know where it ended up when they didn't have a sense of agency years ago. And whether it's right or not right, that's the anxiety that fuels them. And it breeds horrible situations that I absolutely don't condone. But I'm asking us all to keep that as well as we hold the atrocities that are happening in Gaza, the horrible situation that innocents on all sides are facing, again, with disparity. Thank you.